Natasha, can you explain to us who this magnificent woman is?
So, ko Hinetitama tēnei, this is Hinetitama. She is the daughter of Tāne and Hine Ahone. She's Hine Ahone's first daughter, so she is the first to be born, the first real kind of human. So she is known as the Dawn Maiden, and while I was researching her, I was coming across a lot of writings that made my skin crawl in a way. The descriptions of her were from someone else's perspective. So it was from a white male's perspective, it was from a colonialist perspective. The majority of the writings you'll find about her. So she's described as innocent, naive, flirty, flighty, and I didn't want to make a Hinetitama like that. Like, for my understanding of Hinetitama as being the first human in this world, is that she's a woman of strength. She is over and beyond being an innocent, naive girl. She was a woman. She had 6 daughters. She had her sisters, so she was, a sister, a daughter, a granddaughter, and a mother. And it's through her that we come from, really. And because of those stories, as a woman, she asked her husband, Tāne, who was my father, and he told her to go ask the post of the house. And in that moment, she realized that her husband was her father. And in the colonial writings, that's described as she fled in shame to the underworld. But she cast a spell on her husband, father, and her children, put them all to sleep, and made decisions that only a mature woman can make, which was, you stay here with our children and the light, and I will return to the dark and wait in the underworld for them, so that I will forever look after them in the afterworld. A silly girl doesn't make those kinds of decisions. And that was very strongly in me as to the type of painting and the type of depiction I wanted for her. That she was beautiful, that she spread like the horizon line. So her arms, her wings, they are the horizon line of when she rises and comes back. So she goes to the underworld and becomes Hinetitama. They're not separate people, they're one person. She is the Alpha Omega, she is the light, she is the dark, she is life, she is death. She's pretty amazing. And through all of that understanding and grounding, this is really how I've depicted her. So she has the birds on her shoulders to depict that time of dawn. They are the dawn chorus that brings music and life alongside the light and the sun rising. This is her daughter, Hinero Wharangi, and it's through her that we descend. Then we have the wahine on either side of her are her sisters. So it's to describe her that she wasn't a girl, that she was part of this whānau. She wasn't a girl in isolation, she was part and parcel of her generations.
What can we learn as women in today's world?
Well, Hinetitama is always used to try and grasp understanding across many things, but a lot has been across abuse, shame, and I guess I'm more interested in her power of light and dark and life and death, that even though she turns and becomes Hinetitama every evening, every morning she comes back and becomes Hinetitama, that it is a cycle and that things don't stop and end in the dark, that it comes back to the light, that we are in this continuous cycle, and through that cycle there's realms of healing and space, opportunities for healing, and for the light will always come back, so we're not staying down there in the dark.